What's up, world? It's your boy Red Ant. I know it's been a few days, but we are back, and we are going to do some Lucha Underground review today. Got my DDP yoga out of the way, so I'm feeling pretty refreshed. I got the new headsets and the mic, so I'm trying that out. So you guys give me some feedback on that. But if you guys hear me, I just got off watching the that Lucha Underground, and let me tell you, once again, this Lucha Underground delivers absolutely. Um, I took a couple notes. I'm rewatching it now, actually listening to it, so hopefully it's not going through to you guys. That way I can really have a broadcast. I don't want to get YouTube to find me or something. So I'm listening to it still. I'm watching it, and I got some notes. So you guys want to get back into it? If you're new to the channel, actually, I'm Red Ant. This is Red Ant's Incorporated Network and or Red Ant's Network Television, depending on which time you catch me on. I like to do Red Ants Incorporated Network. It's a RAIN, and then the other one's Red Ants Network Television at Rant, in case I want to get out there and rant. So you just check out a couple of hangouts that we do. We'll get together and we'll bang out some rants there. So getting right into it, guys, into Lucha Underground. We start with the promo from last week. It just shows a little bit of what transpired last week, which was Chavo coming out to help Blue Demon Jr. at the end, and then he turns on him and hits him with the chair, and he just wrecks shop. And then he actually hit Sexy Star with the chair as well. So we got a promo in the back, Conan and Dario talking about talent that Conan is going to bring in from Mexico, 3 guys, and they're going to face off at the end of the night, which is great. We start off another promo actually, and they're not bad promos when I say them, so it's legit. It brings out Dario. Dario says he's going to take the best 3 against. I didn't catch who he said. Is it Big Rick? I couldn't catch it. I don't know. But either way, he's introducing El Mariachi Loco, the crazy mariachi. So he's introducing him, and he actually makes fun of the crowd, or actually of everybody who's out there, is when he's like, "There's not enough lucha. There's not enough lucha." You know, I don't know if that's what people are really saying, but I think bell to bell, there's a lot more wrestling. I mean, they have 3 matches in 1 hour, all right, and then the rest of it is production, and I get that, and then some promos, but I think they're definitely delivering on the lucha libre wrestling aspect. We did the mariachi clowns, blah blah blah. Then he introduces into the ring shortest dude, and if you watch WWE, kind of reminded me of the height of El Torito, but this guy is little. He looks like a small Power Ranger coming out, and his name is Mascarita Sagrada, which translates to Sacred Mask. And some guys will call him Mascarita, some people will call him Sagrada. I think the announcers were calling him Sagrada, and his name is Sagrada, which means sacred. So yeah, so the first match then is introduced as El Mariachi Loco versus Mascarita Sagrada. Sorry about that. So, and bear with me, guys. I'm just got a couple things coming in here. All right, so then we got the match: El Mariachi Loco versus Mascarita Sagrada, and El Mariachi Loco is actually kind of clowning him, kind of laughing at him. Decent match. I kind of felt that they kind of. All right, now mind you guys, if you haven't watched it, hopefully you guys are watching this or have watched it. But clearly there's a discrepancy in the height and the weight, which is the big deal here in this match. So that's why it's like that David Goliath kind of thing, which is cool. I can dig that. Sorry guys, I got this lighting that's get this right. Can never get the lighting right. All right, sorry about that. All right, so I was talking about the height discrepancy and the weight discrepancy. Just overall, El Mariachi is bigger than this guy. This guy's a small dude. I mean, he looks like a kid in the Power Ranger outfit, literally. Um, so he taunts him. He taunts Sagrada. Sagrada has a legit move set, which he's going through right now. He does the arm drag to the outside. He throws him outside the ring, and he hits him with almost like a suicide flip onto outside onto what's his name, El Mariachi. So awesome job there. I do feel like they botched a couple of these moves. I don't know if maybe botched, but it didn't mesh. Like a lot of it, almost like he was carrying him into it, or it wasn't crisp and clean. Not taking anything away from him. I mean, it's still a great match. I mean, the stuff that they're putting together is legit. He just came back into the ring. El Mariachi just came back in the ring and gave little man the big boot, and the crowd's booing. And I mean, it's a wrestling match, so he can get in there and beat up on him. You got El Mariachi dances around, does a little, he does a little Shattuck shake or a little Harlem shake, whatever you want to call it, or El Mariachi Mexican shake, if you will, or whatever. However that mariachi goes. I know I did some kind of hillbilly shit right there. I don't know what the fuck that was, but forgive me. All right, so like I said, I think they kind of messed up a couple moves, in my opinion, now. And clearly that doesn't matter because I'm just one person out here just talking about it, just because it's for fun, actually. Legit match. I liked it. I dig it. And truth be told, I'm digging this Lucha Underground, guys. This is fun stuff to watch. I mean, production quality is there. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. This is the 3rd episode. So the match continues. They kind of go back and forth. It's kind of a fun match to watch, actually. It's like a little jumping bean on El Mariachi here. I mean, he's just getting worked. But cut to the end there. Sagrada wins off of a roll-up. And then the fun part is when Chavo Guerrero, I told you guys from the first episode, Chavo Guerrero's name is in the credits. He will be a big part of this show. He was in there beating up on Sagrada, just like he beat up on Blue Demon Jr. last week with the chair, just like he beat up on the Sexy Star. So it is clear as day that this gentleman here, Chavo Guerrero, is out there to knock people out, be violent, and take over Lucha Underground, which is completely okay with me. I like Chavo Guerrero. I've always liked him from back in the day when he was back in like WCW, TNA. TNA, it kind of, I don't know. And if you guys remember, he was actually the caddy at one point in WWE. So, yeah. So check it out. Chavo goes way back. But here's him trying to make a name for himself. And then they get into the action a little bit when they have a backstage promo. But we'll get into that. So let's continue here off make sure we're on the same page here. All right, so the matchup here is still going on. Actually, I think so Mascarita Sagrada just won, and out comes Chavo. He's about to beat his ass. So I'm actually going to let that play out, and we're going to talk about this next part. So they cut to a commercial after this, and then this is to build up Chavo Guerrero's character. So he's beating down little man Mascarita Sagrada. I mean, just just ragdolling him, just shit canning him straight up. I mean, he literally looks like a little doll out there getting beat up, like he's just getting shook up. But yeah, so I'm enjoying that actually again. So let me see if I can't jump ahead here real quick, guys. So just hang on there. All right, so perfect. So we're right into the Vampiro interview with Chavo Guerrero. He's kind of talking about his legacy, who he is, um, how he's been everywhere, he's done everything, blah blah blah. But then he's like, he kind of comes out of, he's like, so who is Chavo Guerrero? Like it's like you're out here living. It's pretty much like it's like you're out here living off your grandfather, your uncles, and everybody else's name. And Chavo Guerrero really hasn't done much, even though he's been a world champ, or at least a champ in every promotion that he says right here. All right. So, and in my opinion, and I think to Vampiro's credit, he's antagonizing him, which is great. He's just poking at him, just kind of calling him out on stuff, which is great. So I really appreciate Vampiro for that. I think he's doing an awesome job with what he's doing. I'm not sure if Matt Striker is supposed to be so douchey or so crappy, but I don't know. I don't know. I have a hard time with him. So he's telling him, I'm your man, Dario. I got that violence for you. So pretty much he's just putting his name out there saying that he's ready to go, which is kind of interesting because if you guys look at it, the first episode 2 weeks ago, Blue Demon Jr. got his, he actually submitted, had Chavo Guerrero submit to some triangular thing, or some triangular submission hold. I thought the match was kind of slow, kind of, not exciting, but, I don't know much about Blue Demon Jr., but they're building him up. He's a big draw, apparently. He's got legacy, he's got history, he's got lineage in Mexico, which is cool, and I'm down with that. I'm down with some history and some passing down the mask. But then it kind of brought it to a head where it's like kind of these two different legacies coming at each other, and then Chavo Guerrero loses. So vindication for Chavo. He just comes out and beats everybody's ass. Oops. The end. So, and that's how he gets down. So it sounds like Chavo is joining Dario. Swig of water for the working man. Funny part about this promo is that Chavo Guerrero was saying, like, you, Blue Demon Jr., you think you're better than me, but I'm better than you. You tapped out to him 2 weeks ago, bro. And then Vampiro tells him, you need some help, bro. To Chavo. That's pretty funny. Side little rant here, guys. I still don't have the Lucha Underground El Rey network. If you guys don't know, this Lucha Underground is on El Rey Network on Wednesdays at 8. Don't have it on my particular carrier, which is DirecTV. So I have to make sure that I can stream it. So that's what I'm doing now. And I watched it earlier, take a couple notes, but I kind of like to watch it as it goes while we do this broadcast. It's kind of fun. And even though nobody's watching, I don't care. I'm doing this for fun, guys. I'm just having a great time. I'm just kind of talking it up here. I got some time. All right. So let's see here. Another promo. We got Conan and Chavo in the back. And it's kind of like one of those, kind of like the Mafia, where he's like, they know what you did back home, so now they're going to come for you or something like that. So that's pretty much where Chavo is at. Oops. That's pretty much where Chavo is at right now with all that, with Conan telling him, you're, almost like he's on notice, like he's doing him a solid. I'm telling him that he has, I'm sorry about this, like, guys. The powers that be back home know what has happened to Blue Demon Jr. And now what he's done to, and they're going to find out what he's done to La Mascarita Sagrada. La Raza found out. All right, and then, which is pretty cool, and this is what I talk about, guys, the production of this is way better than WWE or TNA, and that has to do a lot with Robert Rodriguez and who else is on this? Robert Rodriguez and Chavo Guerrero and all these people who, you know, who do this, right? Okay. Um, yeah. So from behind comes Mil Muertes. Awesome, awesome lady just kind of snuck up on him. Kind of did the whole Bray Wyatt thing right behind him. But I think he's got a great shtick, great gimmick. He reminds me of like an Undertaker versus, I'm sorry, an Undertaker meets Bray Wyatt, and I wrote it down, and meets Bane kind of. He's a big dude. So he reminds me of Bane with the mask, um, but with his backstory, kind of the whole, and we'll get into that actually right now. So and this is the thing that I like about Lucha Underground, guys. Like, and this is to their credit. This is a new product, it's a new way of presenting it. So they're actually giving them a backstory. They're actually showing you where these people are coming from. The real luchadors, where they're, how their story started. So this week we get Mil Muertes, knows this better than anyone, talks about death. And it's about what's it called? It's about huge, huge earthquake, 8.4 magnitude earthquake hits. He was 7 years old, and he knows death because he saw it. His whole family died or something like that. So he is actually going to be in a match with Ricky Mandel, which is funny, and Mil Muertes with Katrina. So Katrina, while the promo is going on right here, they're talking about the earthquake and all of that. When Mil Muertes stuck up on Chavo, I didn't get to this actually. Katrina threatens Chavo about one day he will belong to Mil Muertes, and then she licks his face. And I'm gonna let y'all ponder on that for a minute. She licks his face. Now, mind you, she's over there banging Mil Muertes, who's right there. He ain't no small dude, licking this dude's face. So I guess that's how he marks his next victim. But they cut back from that vignette, side vignette to from his backstory back to the match here. We got Mil Muertes and Katrina coming in. Like I said, this guy's a big dude, and Katrina's looking good out there. All right, so let's do what are we going on here? All right, so legit right now the match is getting ready to start, and Mil Muertes is doing his little prayer right before he gets going. She's got that blanket again, whatever that thing is. He gives it to him. I don't know what that blanket is. If y'all know what that blanket is, or you guys are watching this, shoot me a quick comment, because I don't know. And like I said, I'm new to Lucha, at least this kind, and I'd like to get into it even more. I've been watching some AAA, so that's pretty cool. We got the match going on, and I wrote down a couple things here while the match is building up. And mind you, this is an hour-long show, so there's no really no downtime here. But them with this super nasty spear, it is unbelievable. And the way he works, he is, like I said, he's a big dude. He's just large. And he works so stiff, which is awesome. I mean, it looks great. It looks very believable. Um, his dance partners, if you will, sell for him. He is out there. All right, so Ricky Mandel just tried to clothesline him, and this is boom. That's where he gets the spear. Nasty. He comes off the ropes, and this is a big dude coming up on this average size Ricky Mandel, getting worked. All right, so pretty much on this match, I wrote down that Mil Muertes works this dude like a 9 to 5. I mean, he is just sheesh. It's straight up beatdown. It is a beatdown, and the thing is, it looks great. I mean, Mil Muertes is selling that. I mean, he looks like he's literally beating the crap out of him, which is great because we know it's kayfabe, but goddamn, he's out there beating him up. I didn't catch that first time. Katrina pulls on Ricky Mandel's hair while he's in the corner to kind of, the heel move. Got to love it. All right. So the match is still continuing. So I want to get into, I don't know. I guess his finisher is the flatliner, which we're going to see here soon. But his finisher is the flatliner for Mil Muertes, and that's how he wins. He wins off of the flatliner, according to Matt Striker. So that's cool. So then we continue. Katrina comes into the ring and licks Ricky Mendel's face while he's on the ground. And it's weird, like she spread her legs in front of him, kind of like to look. It was weird. It's kind of raunchy, actually. She licks his face, and then she like makes out with. Oh snap! The flatliner. Now I caught it. It's kind of like a backwards Dirty D's, I guess. I don't know. Rock bottom. I don't know what that was. I guess flatliner. Straight up. So we got her bending up, she crossing right in front of him, licking his face. Nope. And then she's making out with Mil Muertes. Uh, Side note here, Matt Striker's turned on by this fact that she's licking on random dude's face. And then he asked if that's weird. Matt Striker, I'm here to tell you, that's a little weird, bro. You should probably want her to lick your face. And you suck at commentating, so. Now, mind you, you're in a good product right now. You got that. I get it, but you need to step your commentating game up. At least I didn't catch you doing that fucking stupid ass two, or whatever you said. No. At least you didn't do that dumb number today. We kind of switched it up and got some enthusiasm in there. So for that, Matt Striker, you don't suck 100% today. All right, let me try and get this damn light right, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. All right, so then we got backstage promo. It's going to be Johnny Mundo comes up on Two Stooges for Dario. I think those are the same guys from last week. And they're asking for the password. What's the password? You know what the password is. Johnny Mundo freaking knocks him out. So there's some ass kicking happening in the hallway. And then it cuts to a scene where like Dario's looking. He's like hearing the commotion, which is cool because I mind you guys, I like the production. You know, it's not, you know, we know it's fake, but the production is there, quality. It's nice. It's a nice cut there. So then Johnny Mundo barges into his office, to Dario's office, and he's all, oh my god. Then he's like, Johnny Mundo asks Dario, or he tells him, you want violence? I got your violence right here. And he asked for a match with Big Rick next week. And he said after he's done with Big Rick, you're next to Dario as he's walking out. We go to a commercial, we cut back, and then we got Cueto, which is Dario Cueto, paying out Big Rick to put Mundo in the hospital next week. So he's giving them stacks on stacks and racks on racks. And he's like, whatever it takes, or if I have to write a check, I will. So just to show you how much money Dario's rolling up there with to get Big Rick to knock out Johnny Mundo for good. All right, so we got another promo, which is cool because remember, we are still character development here. They actually take the time to develop their characters and give them backstories so that we as the viewers can actually be involved or, you know, kind of understand what's going on with them. So bear with me, guys. It's cat playing over here. Sorry about that, guys. Knocking stuff down. Mr. Jarvis Meowington. You guys check him out. He's got his own channel. Cat player and all that stuff that he does. All right. So we got... Oh, yeah. So, well, good thing we're right on it. So he pays him out. Talks about next week he's going to put him into the hospital. So he pays out Big Rick big money. Promo to Prince Puma. And like I was saying, lots of character development, guys. We saw some Prince Puma stuff last week and the week prior. No, just last week. He killed it last week, so that was phenomenal. Which leads into the match number 3. Looks like that was just a commercial for him. But match number 3, they're going to introduce 3 new luchadors that they were talking about earlier in the day. So the main event now is Drago versus Pentagon Jr. versus Phoenix, or Phoenix, spelled F-E-N-I-X. So the crowd is really into it, and they're chanting, "This is Lucha, this is Lucha." All right, so right off the bat, we got Drago coming out. He's got this crazy dragon all blue outfit. It's all right. Then we got Pentagon Jr. He looks like one of the guys off of like 300. Not the main characters, but like the bad guys that were on the other side. With all the black and the white. And then they introduced Phoenix. Let me tell you right now, if you're watching this and you haven't watched that match, stop right now. Find a way to get the match. Hulu it, download it. I don't know how you're going to get it, but DVR, ask your friends. Man, let me just tell you, Phoenix just jumped off the top rope, did some kind of torpedo thing onto both of these guys. All right. Phoenix rises, phenomenal. The crowd is really into that. One thing I did want to call out in this match, and I've caught it before, is that they say that, all right, because I noted, why was he just standing outside of the ring and there was no count out? Well, they said that the rules in the triple threat match here is that any pin or submission will win, and that the referee can count out or disqualify at his discretion. So I don't know what that means, like, because one of the guys was out there standing, just chilling, watching the match. He wasn't even selling that he was hurt. He was just watching from not even on the apron, on the actual floor. So then, again, that's his discretion. So we get back to this match, guys, and now you got Phoenix on the ground. You got Blue Dragon, and what's this other guy's name? No, wait. Drago, right? His name is Drago. He's a Blue Dragon. His name is Drago. Pentagon Jr. I don't know why I forgot that. Pentagon Jr. All right, so now we got Phoenix hitting onto Pentagon Jr. He jumps onto the top ropes. He does this crazy move off of it. Kind of throws Pentagon Jr. over his shoulder. Awesome move right there. This guy, if you guys have not watched this, Phoenix is legit. Him and Prince Puma, all these characters right now, top notch. I mean, from character development to production to in-ring product to bell to bell, commentating, Vampiro's okay, Matt Striker sucks. And even the promotion guy, even the promos, the ring, just everything is working for me right now. Awesome. So let's get to, I just have all over my notes, Phoenix moves crazy. I got Phoenix all exclamation points. I got Phoenix, oh shit. So, I mean, clearly, guys, Phoenix is all over this match. He leaves. At some point in the match, he leaves. Oh, he does that. Oh, he just hit that. He hit the ropes, bounced off him like Prince Puma did last week. did like a backflip into like an RKO and got Drago into that RKO. That was just, if you got to watch it. That was phenomenal. So, all right, so yep. So they're all three of the guys on the ground. So we're gonna jump ahead to, and I'm not going to sync with this right now, but Phoenix leads up the stairs. I'm a little bit ahead, but I mean they're still doing some great in-ring work right now. Phoenix then goes up the stairs. Pentagon is just chomping on Drago. I mean, just chopping on him, just straight up. If Ric Flair was there, he'd be great. And he's just straight up slapping him. I mean, he's literally just out there slapping people. You got woo, you got Phoenix off the top rope. Oh my goodness, phenomenal work right there. And with Pentagon Jr., even the crowd was kind of like, whoa. So that was a great move. So then, like I said, guys, I'm watching the match, but I'm going to tell you guys what happened. Backstabber, boom. All right, so then what's his name? Then Phoenix goes up the stairs. He just kind of walks up the temple, all nonchalant. He's sitting on the stairs. Now he's walking up the stairs now. And this is what I was talking about. There's like no count out. So it's at the ref's discretion, but this dude's on the stairs. He's literally in the 1, 2, 3, 4. He's in the 7th, 8th row right now at the top almost. And the ref is just not even paying attention. I mean, there's two guys in the ring wrestling, so I guess that's cool. So then you got Phoenix going up the stairs. Drago and now who do we have? Drago and Pentagon Jr. It's time for them to steal the show, and they're doing a phenomenal job with that. You got Drago and they're selling. You got Pentagon Jr. just slapping him up, slapping him up hard. He's throwing him around, and then you got Phoenix on top of the balcony, guys. At the end of this, you got Phoenix on top of the balcony. He jumps on. He hits both of the guys, splashes right on them, both of them, and then you got, which is awesome. If you haven't watched it, you got to go in there. This is the part where Drago just hit I don't even know what that was outside the ring. And now he's on the balcony. Okay, so now he's coming on the balcony. You got Drago getting up. You got Pentagon Jr. getting up right now. And he's on top of, and he just splashed down on him. Awesome. That was legit. If you have, just check it out. If you haven't checked it out, check it out because that is some great stuff right there. And you know what, guys? I'm just going to go with the match right now. I mean, at the end of the match, it's got a crazy finish where Phoenix gets him in the ring. He does some crazy, and if you know the name of that move, let me know. Hit the comment at the bottom because he jumps on top of his back, on his shoulders. So, like, he got him on his shoulders. So let's say you got what's his name, Phoenix on your shoulders. He grabs your neck. He does some kind of Frankensteiner. What did Stryker call it? He called it some kind of reverse hurricanrana meets a brain buster. And right now, yeah. So right now is the finish. So everybody's getting their moves in. They're getting their shit in. You got Pentagon Jr. doing some kind of kick on the back of his ankle onto Phoenix. There he goes. He hits him with the back of it, and he jumps on his ankle. He does a little pat down on the back of his head, and he like flips him. And he called it a reverse hurricanrana brainbuster, but I think that was more like a reverse Frankensteiner. Like he's on the back of that because the Frankensteiner would take him on front of him and flip when he did it from the back. So I would call that a reverse Frankensteiner, Matt Stryker. Not so much a, how did you call it? A reverse hurricanrana brainbuster because you're such an Wikipedia of wrestling knowledge, douche. If you can't tell, I don't really like Matt Stryker that much. He doesn't do a good job. He doesn't give it justice. He thinks he's smarter than everybody in the room, which is not the case. All right, so phenomenal job, guys, with that one. If you haven't checked it out, check that one out. That was the main event. The show closes out with Dario's promo. He's saying he won't be intimidated by Johnny Mundo. And then there's kind of the dark, shadowy figure in front of him. and it says not even you to the dark, shadowy figure. So then they cut away. So clearly they're foreshadowing to next week, hopefully, that they're bringing in some new talent, which would be phenomenal because this week was awesome. Last week was great. The first week was great as well. It wasn't as lively, but it just keep getting better and better with every week that they keep doing them. So I'm excited for next week, guys. If you guys have any questions, hit me up on hit me up on the comment section there. I can definitely do another one of these. I'll do it next week again. And like I said, I don't have access to the actual when it's on DirecTV, Comcast, what have you, Bright House, whatever subscriber it is. It's not on there, so I'm trying to get it on there. So right now I got to kind of stream it. So I might put it like a day out late, but regardless, I'm still watching it because it's legit. It was either watching today. It was either watching this or watching Impact. And I definitely watched this. Now I've watched this twice. I watched it once a minute ago to take all the notes, and now I've watched it again to do this broadcast. And I could watch it one more time only because it's that legit. So if you haven't got onto that, guys, get onto some Lucha Underground. It airs on El Rey Network. I think it's channel 341 on DirecTV. It definitely give it a chance. It'll be at 8 p.m. on El Rey Network. If you like the broadcast, hit the like button. If you want to talk about it, hit the comment. You want to subscribe, do it. Subscribe. Or just share it. Let your friends know what's going on. Just started this channel out, so I'm just trying to get a couple things going. Check out the other videos. It's Red Ant Incorporated Network. I'm Red Ant, and this is Red Ant Network Television. We'll cover things from the Dolphins to the WWE to the Florida Gators to any comics, comic books, things of that nature, Walking Dead, TV shows, whatever comes to mind. And we'll have some kind of fun hangouts where we'll actually do some ranting, and it'll be fun, just for fun. And we'll get into some smart conversations at some point. All right, guys. Well, this concludes the broadcast. Like I said, if you guys liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment. This is Red Ant signing out. Have a great night.